Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Serafina. We are slowly heading through our story quests. Our current main scenario quest is for the children. Let's see what Isambard has to say. Sister Orsa was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend! I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. No, thank goodness. I possibly need to get changed into my other clothes. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I'm glad I reserved that room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalj'aa encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Yes. I think it's time I got dressed into my gladiating clothes. We're good. How are we going for spirit bonds? Well, let's extract materia out of that one. And out of that one. And out of that one. Alright, now what can I put materia into? This looks like it needs something. Meld. What materia did I extract? Quick Arm, Heaven's Eye. Well, I like skill speed to increase, so let's do that. We'll put that into our blade. There we go. Our heavy iron armor has space for like 3 and it's level 25. Let's see what we can put into that. Oh, what does that need? Level 30. Alright. Alright, do I have anything that's level 30? Item level 23. So that's 25, 24, 23, 23, 23, 18, 16. Alright. Cool. I'm beginning to wonder too if the higher the level of the gear that you're carrying means you actually get to make higher level materia with your spirit bond. So that's going to be interesting. Actually, let me just open that up again. We need to save our gear set. There we go. Alright, let's go find Thancred. He's only going to get himself into trouble if we let him. Keep an eye out for any I know, I keep looking for my chicken. I don't have one in this with this character. Let me just stop for a minute. There we go. Alright, Thancred. Now, you remember where we went for the thaumaturge? I think we've done that with this character. Yeah, we have, that's right. Freaky little thing. Anyway, with the thaumaturge, we had to go all the way this way as well. I'm just going to go over this way because what I caught out of the corner of my eye, that just freaked me out then. Look at that thing. It's a level 50, I can eat you with one bite thing. And when you're, I know, I'm trying to work out how to go around now. Ah, I've got to go. Thancred, do you know what you're standing next to? Man, you menace. Alright, I'm just going to swing wide and maybe I can avoid it. Because, I mean, I don't really feel like dying right now. I'll end up in dry bone again, that's fine. But, look at it. It's just trouble on a stick. I wonder if I can do this mission with Thancred without getting eaten. Let's find out the hard way. Oh, I so don't want to get eaten. Wow. He's too far away. I know. I do. There you are, Roselore. So good of you to come. Oh my God. Indeed, I have heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalj'aa caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but let us say I would much prefer to keep my distance. Yes, so would I, and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Roselore. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? I would. Anything to get me away from that. That thing is huge. I know. I was reading a bit faster as well because um, I don't think he's going to let me in, is he? He is. What about this guy? I'm either sneakier than I thought I was, or they're smarter than they look. Or they're just waiting for me to get comfortable and they'll all attack at once and then I'll be cactus. Now, where is the glittery thing I saw? What was that? There it is. A queer leaflet. What sort of strange leaflet have we got? Alright, well, I found a clue. I'm hoping as long as I don't run straight under their noses, I should be okay. Maybe they're pretending I'm not there because I'm too mean. A bit like, tell me it's gone. Oh, it's not gone. Thancred, I hate you. Do you think it'll see me with its head in a rock? Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Yeah. Can we go now? The leaflet. See the wealth of Null to the hands of your children? It looks like some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nullthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone and see what Sister Orson makes of it. Ah, yeah, let's do that right now, please. Oh my God, I know. The reason I'm freaking out so much is because I've come across these level 50 beasties before, and one minute they seem like they're going to just totally ignore you, and the next minute it's like you're gone. One little zap from the little aiming, targeting thing, and then then and then you're yeah, it's like, and that thing is awesome, isn't it? I mean, we're going to have to eventually fight it, but oh wow. I have entered a sanctuary. Yes, no more mean level 50 monsters are going to eat me now. Thank goodness. Sister Orson, she's hiding. They've got like this little chapel area back here. I think she's in here. No, let's tiptoe out of here. There she is. Hey. My saviour comes again. To what do I owe the honour of this day? Well, I found this. What do you think of it? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive people? Thancred? The plot thickens, Roselore. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learnt here. All right, Thancred. I know, right? Let's go this way. Posing as a priest? To think! These troubling notions aside, it's gratifying to be finally able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Roselore. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. You would indeed. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. Excellent. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Roselore and me serve with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare hope this will yield us the answers we seek. It'll be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve us very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Roselore. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. All right. All right, now, I think I found it in my armorer's, possibly. Weathered shepherd's tunic. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to equip. And slops. I think those are... No. Pants. Weathered shepherd slops. There we go. It took me a while to work out that that's what I needed. So I might just put all of the stuff that I'm wearing up the top again. Boom. Man, this is full. I need to sell a few of these. Sigh. All right, we good. I can now go and do the thing. Yes. Let's go begging for work. Schwainhild, I preach the teachings of Azema the Warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Okay. That's not particularly helpful. I mean, you know. And you are? Another refugee, by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Wow, the immortal flames. That's not very polite. Or helpful. In here? Looks promising. Oh my god. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. That was a... Well, it was as polite a go away as I've heard for a little while. What about in here? That doesn't look promising. It looks like I might have zigged when I should have zagged. It's possible I should be talking to someone up there. Alright, this way. Well, maybe this way. Because then I can swing around. Arildis? What is it? God, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep you with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Oh, wow, guys. What about in the pub? I think there might be one in the pub. It looks kind of in the right direction. Yeah, there we go. Pubs have work, right? Addleston, you look promising. Oh, and just as I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. You know, if he just stopped at sorry we don't have any openings, he'd be less likely to have his teeth put down his throat. Alright, let's go talk to Thancred. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Roselore. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants, and though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sangate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let's go there, and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll want to remain in disguise. Oh yeah? And where are you? And there he goes again. Honestly. Alright, well, we'll take this exit. I wonder if I can... Well, okay, I'll stay disguised. Speak with Thancred while garbed in a weathered shepherd's tunic and a pair of weathered shepherd's slops. So yes, I should stay garbed in this disguise. But there's a muddy pond out here. We could go fishing once this is done. I know, fishing, right? We've got a little bit of time. We could go fishing. Knock off another fishing thing in this area. So basically, we've got 3 more ponds to find. So this will be, well, like this one, see? Let's just jog up round to Thancred. We can't get undisguised just yet. I think we have to speak to him in disguise. So, hey, Thancred. Fine morning for catching false priest, wouldn't you say? Uh-oh. You look absolutely smashing, Roselore. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Uh-oh. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease. I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the order of Amalj'aa, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nuld. Trust them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. I recognize that. Maybe. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a God's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, Amalj'aa raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalj'aa in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Thanalan mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalj'aa. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! That was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalj'aa pay me. You sacrificed innocence so you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Oh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. Oh, really? At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Oh. Roselore, be a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Wow. Well, I don't want to know what he's going to do, although maybe I do, because maybe I could help. Alright, before we leave this idyllic little mud pool, why don't we see what swims within? The undiscovered fishing hole. Wonder what we found. It's a mud skipper. What a surprise. South Dryburn. Wonder what our gathering challenge is looking like. Wow, it's improving. Another mud skipper. I'm beginning to think I need to change my bait. Let's try that in a minute. Or it's possible you don't get much more than mud skippers and whatever. Yay! Level 28 fisherman. Why don't we have a look? So this one, what's this? Ocean fishing, freshwater fishing. Let's try crayfish balls. Now this is level 10. I would have thought to get better stuff for that one. Hang on. Lugworm, marine, rat's tails. Alright, well let's try crayfish balls. It's not like we're going to run out of them anytime soon. Chum it up. See if something prefers crayfish balls to anything else. I mean, crayfish are muddy anyway, so maybe they want something that crawls in the mud. Dosgoby. Another Dosgoby. Oh. Alright. Maybe you just get Dosgobies at low levels. So if I change my bait again to the slightly higher level bait, so I need to get some more higher level fishing bait for freshwater. So this is level 10. Ocean. Ocean. This is level 20. We don't have many of them, but we can try. Let's try this. I mean, flies often skim across the water, so maybe we'll get something different out of here. Makes a different sound for fly fishing. Another dusk goby. What a surprise. Oh, this one looks different. A fairy bass. All right, and my weathered wristlets is complete. Let's pop away our fishing rod. So hang on. Fly fishing will give us. All right, fly fishing will give us fairy bass from these areas. And we completed our challenge log entry, so we just earned 2,000 gil for fishing. That's pretty good. Let's grab our weathered wristlets and see what we can get out of them. So we will extract the materia. We got Savage Might. Well, we're not putting that in our fishing gear, are we? Savage Might Materia 1. Radio. Well, we have fished this area. We need to go see Minfilia, so we're going to go into here, grab our Vespa Bay Etherite, and teleport ourselves away. Why no, Minfilia? I haven't been fishing. What makes you say that? Let's actually see. Have we fished this area? We haven't fished anything in here. Well, let's go see if we can knock off this area and just find another fishing spot. You know what I mean? That is a big guard, isn't it? Alright, why don't we go fish off the edge of the docks here? I'm thinking this counts as ocean, so we might need to change our bait. Level 22 for... It doesn't say. Okay. Rat's tails are level 15 for ocean. Yeah, let's try these. And we'll grab this one. Okay, it's an undiscovered fishing hole. We'll see what we discovered in a minute. Lemons and anchovy, and we're not in Leminza. Nice. What else is in here? Vespa Bay fishing spot. Here we go. Looks like another anchovy. Can't we make those into like bait of some kind? Hooked on the reeling. And we got a large anchovy. What's hooked on the reeling? It's achievements, right? And you go to recent. That last 5? Yeah. I know, hands off the keyboard. Oh, maybe it was a challenge then. Let's check it. Oh no, hooked on the reeling. It's a challenge. So we got 3,000 XP and 1,000 gold. We got 3,000 XP for the last one too. That's really helping. Alright, we only have 5 hours and 5 minutes remaining to do the challenge log. We're not going to rush it though. There will be a new challenge log in 5 hours time. Alright, we're supposed to be going to see... I'll just get rid of the evidence I've been fishing. There we go. We're supposed to go see Minfilia. Just got to remember how to get in. There we are. All right. Enter the solar. Talk to Minfilia. Here we go. Welcome back, Roselore. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thickens said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalj'aa know the answer. Suffice it to say they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. You are absolutely right. Phew. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Sure. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypot, and he's a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose I shall send you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it. I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. I know how to get there. We need... Let me just have a look. A shadow catfish. Oh, so I do have mooching. Wait a minute. Because I want to experiment with... Let me just go back into fishing. I know, I gave myself away again. Mooching. Is that it? No, that's Daliek's favor. This is it, isn't it? Mooch. So I'm going to go and experiment with this out in the bay on the way through. Because I'm thinking that we could mooch the anchovy and catch something. Maybe. Don't know. Do you know what you're doing? No. Why do you ask? And then we'll teleport our way to Ul'dah. I think it's Ul'dah we want to go to. No, to central Thanalan. So Blackbrush. Alrighty. I'm going to mooch my way through Vesper Bay. Ha. So how do I do this? Okay, first I have to catch the fish. Rightio, let's chum up the water and catch the fish because we're using rat's tails now. I need a large bait fish. So I don't know if a Lemin's anchovy is a bait fish. This isn't an anchovy. Herrings are though, aren't they? It's a tiger cod. That is definitely not a bait fish. So basically Sisapu wants us to catch crayfish ball to catch a striped goby. Full good float. I bet they can be found elsewhere though. Crayfish ball. Do I have any of those? Yes. Let's use this. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to catch a striped goby here though. What is that? Freshwater. That's freshwater. We don't want to use that. Right, let's try this. Alright, that looks like another big fish. We'll see. So I need a large fish, right? It's not large. I have to catch another one. Harbour herring. So you catch them over here as well. I know, it's a puzzle box. I know, I was pulling in large fish left, right, and centre not very long ago, and now it's like. So what I'm thinking. Oh, that's clearly not the fish I'm looking for. I think we might have to go back to rat's tails. Although it could be the time of day too. Yes. So now I want to try mooching. That's this one, right? And it lit up so we can use it. Haha. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe not. No, it did. Okay. We got an octopus. Okay, so now we know how to mooch. All right. However, I did promise you that we'd go to Blackbrush. Oh, wait, Nedrick. Well, I guess we'll talk to him again. Nedrick, of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, has some useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer! I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and scion by allegiance, and you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer, in need of a challenge. I know just the place. Tucked away in the corner of eastern Thanalan lies Amalj'aa, and it is there that you'll find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as did most things. Now Amalj'aa is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there's no place finer than Amalj'aa to test your skill and refine your techniques. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafajoni near the entryway. I know, he introduced me to something else. Hunting log. While we're here. Stone shells, ked traps, goblins, overgrown. I ran right past those. Balloons. Sabatenders. They're in southern. Churn runner. Goblin thugs. Curlclaws. Apkalus, I know where to find them. I don't know where to find Terex yet. I haven't uncovered their location. We were going to, let's grab our teleport. Central Thanalan. We're going to Blackbrush Station. We're going to go life, materia, and everything. And then what I might do is take a trip into Ul'dah. And I'm going to upgrade all of my equipment to the highest level I can wear on every character. And we'll just see how that goes. And I think it's probably going to be most important to our crafting. Let me just check I'm running in the right direction. Yes, but I need to go this way. Because it's tricky, you've got to go around this side of the thing. So basically, as I've been playing, I've been finding that if my equipment's low, even a challenge that's of my level or a little bit below my level is more of a challenge than it should be. I end up getting murderated. And I'm also finding with my crafting that with low level equipment, I'm not making the quality that I want to make. So I'm thinking I need to upgrade the quality of my, like the level of my equipment, because that's what affects my stats, I think. I remember someone saying that your stats is basically based on your equipment. So we'll see how this goes. Bishka, who's this uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pots? Well, I bought Minfilia's dagger. Uh-oh. Fighty tool drinks in airy self. Swinbros, you're scaring me. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to stony shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty tool, then big eyes. Fighty tool gains power of airy self. Pshkor, Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Well, yeah. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? Uh-huh, pretty much. Score! Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The materia master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty tool, yes? Pshkor! Materia join with Fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, and that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from summer as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Pshkor, Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best filled braincase with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants braincase to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. I am not trading tongues with you. Alright, I think we have already traded tongue flaps with Mutamix. That's just so wrong. We've already talked to him, okay? I'm not saying that anymore. It's honestly, okay, so we have Alchemist level 25, level 27. Why am I doing it the hard way? Here we go. Gladiator, 35, Marauder, Conjurer, Archer. We have such a long way to go. And then in our crafting, we've got a much better mix. Radio. We need to fix this. This is atrocious. Alrighty, let's go back to here. Radio. Wow, that is a big hit. Now, our highest level gear we've got, I think. Okay, that's level 24. And that's level 25. So that's our highest level gear we're wearing. And we're level 30. Level 35. We need to fix that, I think. I know I haven't been playing long enough to be 100% sure, but I have this theory that maybe we should go to Ul'dah. So we're going to head over to Ul'dah, and then we're going to go into the Sapphire Road, and then we're going to see what's going on. I know, movement outside. For that, we're going to need Sapphire Road Exchange. Let us go. Aethernet. Sapphire Avenue. Boom. Right, what I'm going to look for... I don't need to empty my backpack yet. That feels so good. Oh, Sibold. What have you got to offer? Usually blue like this means that we're going to learn or access something. Dishonor before death. Sibold has but little time left and would confide to you his burdens. Time heals all wounds, or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Dark Light Raiders into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Gerbold the Red and his loyal second, Olbriest. Stillwater. Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and a jest. However, ireful mage, Chiran Zabran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormund Thousandgill, never was there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let's not forget, one Elmaelson. Though it's hard to fathom now, what with the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of a blade, the Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian-funded forays into hellish pits like the Oran Vale would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. So was the life of a raider, that is, until we took the job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and sisters and I had stood against herds of giant buffaloes on Olgamoro, snurble infestations on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we'd face in Hell's Brute Holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place, but only saw one return, Sibold the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. My apologies. You did not come here to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man. But if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask of you a favour, the final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of that terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Sibold. Try as I might, I no longer can make those bones make the trek alone. If it's not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead, and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders? I've never had that quest before. I seriously need to go do that, but first I want to have a look at my battlecraft, Amalj'aa. Disciple of War Gear first, let's get this going. So I'm just gone level 30 level 30. Okay, let's get some level 35 for the Gladiator. Radio. Gladiator. And I need level 35 to, if I can find it. Okay, so this would see my level up in armor pretty good. It's heavy steel armor. And I can't equip gear to the head with it. This one? Yeah, so that's level 35. Let's Gladiator, Marauder, Paladin. Okay, so heavy steel armor for the Gladiator. Yeah. Now, my Pugilist. Okay, so my Marauder is level 25. So we want some level 25 gear for the Marauder. Let's find that. Okay, MRD is Marauder, so... And I should probably change it into it. So hang on a minute. Let's do Gladiator first then. So we're after gauntlets at level 35. 32, 37. Alright. So let's grab that. So these aren't as good as I can make, but I want to get some crafting gear in a little bit if I've got any money left. We're focusing on this class first though. So we've done that. So toad-skinned gauntlets. Yeah. Arm guards. Okay. Heavy steel flanchard. So this is my Gladiator again. Can I afford it is the question. Yes. Won't be able to afford much else in a minute. We'll have to go and actually do some work. Alright, now let's see if we can find some shoes. So boarskin crocow's for 2,000. If we've got enough for that too, let's... Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to just change up all of our armor first. Alright. I still can't... Oh my god, what a colour. I know, I'm sad, but anyway... Maybe I can get one of my dudes to dye to dye that. We're down to 1,000. All right. Well, you know what? That's atrocious. Okay. Now that gear, I don't know. Sorry, it's a theory. So that gear, let me just go back to attributes. Yeah, so that gives me like a tougher kind of thing. Why is there nothing on my feet? There's nothing on my feet because my legs are my feet. Okay. So if I went to the jewelers, I could probably buy something to replace, say, my wrists, my wrist gear. Let's see if we can find a jeweler or something. So I'm going to have to do some levs, I think, to get some money up. Battlecraft armorer, I know. There's an independent jeweler. What have they got? Battlecraft accessories. All right. A lot of that's quite expensive. But okay, but it's higher than what I've got. Okay, so this. Let me just grab my class again. So they're level 11, level 16. That's level 5. So anything on the wrists that's better than level 5 would be good, right? All right. So we can't quite afford the goatskin wristbands, but we can afford the hard leather, which is 17. And that'll give us a little bit more stuff. Alright, and then I think, yeah, we are so broke. Let's go fix that now. I am never getting over the colour on these pants, or the fact that they make my legs look really fat. Sorry, Roselore's legs look fat. Fair dinkum. Where do I find levs? Let's have a look. There's a lev mat in the Adventurers Guild. That's right. Alright, so we're kind of broke. Let's go and make ourselves kind of a little bit more unbroke before we continue with our story. Because I'm actually thinking that we're going to be better equipped now than we were to face all kinds of things. Maybe we won't die so quick. Greetings, adventurer. Ideal in issuing guild levs. Yep, I would like some tradecraft levs. Well, I'd like all the levs. How much lev space have I got? Alright, I have 12. I know. I'm trying to work out how fiddly I want to get. So Battlecraft levs don't pay a lot. So we're actually going to go more for the coin. Let's look at our Fieldcraft levs. They pay a bit better. What's that? Ooh. These are only level 15 though. I would really like better levs. Where's an area that's higher than this? So there's one in Thanalan. I know, I'm trying to think of an area that's got higher level monsters around it. So we maybe get higher level levs. I'm not having much luck having anything come to mind. Western Lonosia. We probably need to go. We're level 35. We need level 35 levs. We probably need to go exploring. That's what we need to do. So I'm thinking, let's have a look at southern Thanalan, and we'll see if we can find some levs down there. Yeah, we're right close to where we need to be too. Alright, so we're going to come out. Wrong door. Am I lost? Oh yeah, I'm so lost. Oh, my bad. I know one day I'm going to learn my way around. Where am I? Okay, I know where I am. That's the lev mat. which means we come in through this door, which means I might actually want this door. Yes. No, we come in through that door. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, we're going to open up southern Thanalan and hope we don't die. As soon as I can work out where the gate is. Yeah, that way. Alright, we are going in the right direction. Alright, this way. And we're going to try and make it to Little Alamigo. There's a couple of things we want down there. One of them being, okay, we need to go find Halatali, but we also need to find the other dungeon. And we also need to find, where's that? I know where that is. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm unattuned. We need to attune to both of these. That's what we need to do. Let's go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for somewhere that's got more powerful levs. And hopefully we're not going to die while I learn how to do them. But more powerful levs is more pay, but it's also more XP. I know, adventure's pretty good too. I mean, see, why don't we go do that? That's a much better option. Yeah, I'm daft. Then we'll go find levs. I know, one day we'll get there. I still need to do the end game thing. There's a couple more things I want to do there, but first... That's one of the worst outfits I've ever seen in this game. Yeah. Oh, I know. I can't do it anymore. Where's Blackbrush? Boom. There's not even any big monsters to murderate on the way through, so we might just zip straight through. We could have gone looking for stuff. The ant hives that he's talking about are this way. No, they're not. They're this way. I knew that. You know, where all the ants are. What's this? It's a level 9. We're going to ignore that as well. Just going to go straight through. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to unlock Halatali. We're going to unlock that other dungeon that we were sent to. And I don't think I've unlocked this with any of my other characters either, so this is interesting. Oh no. Does he want us to go in the... He does want us to go in. No, he doesn't. Nemea lilies, dishonor before death. Yeah, I have not unlocked these. This is Cutter's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns, and you hear that? That sound like the waffling snort when a fire catches? That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in if you're that certain of your ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go trotting in there. After you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Ah, you promised old Sybil to stow it, did you? He's what's called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you've got a wife at home big with child? Aye, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Maybe-S1, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched his companions were torn apart, one by one, so that he might return home to see his son born. Should he have died a hero rather than lived a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow, knowing his father was a craven? a disgrace to his friends and family. Should I ever find myself with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now you know the true reason. I will never step into that cave. Oh no. Okay, this is headgear. Marauder Lance Paladin. Okay, 73. Let's go with that. I'm going to find... We've unlocked it. Look at that. So our duty finder will now reflect that we've got this. So you got leveling, dungeons. So we've now got these. So why can't I go into there again? Because I haven't found it yet. Level 38. Level 17. Right. I haven't tried any of these. Because I'm scared to. So if you went into leveling, it's just a random dungeon trial. Venture in need. Yeah. Alright. So we've unlocked those. Well then. Let's go. We're also moving these quests out of our quest log, which is kind of important. I know, I've been thoroughly sidetracked now. We need to go up the ramp this time. I know, one day I'm going to get myself a chicken of my own. Chocobo of my own, I'm sorry. Let's go unlock Halatali. What does it mean by current achievements in the area? Attack on High Bridge. I'm pretty sure that fate hasn't gone up yet. Pretty sure. Doesn't mean 100% sure. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, so learning this game has meant learning a lot of different aspects. And now that I've kind of got my head around a few different ones, I'm actually ready to kind of settle down to focus on one area at a time until I hit a point where the interlinking areas are needed. All right. Fione. It is the halls of Halatali you seek. Seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue, Halatali, meaning land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled and... Bah! You've not come all this way for a lesson in history. Shh! Listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor that rumbling the doing of any shadows. Those are the calls of the Halatali, for now the beasts once kept for the Colosseum lurk here. And these are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man. No, there are those within that even the might of the immortal flames cannot tame. From the look of you, you must be Roselore. I received word from Nedrick you might be along. By his recommendation, I reckon you leave to enter freely. I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray you're able to find your way out. All right. Boom. That's now unlocked. Halatali, now accessible. So we should see in our duty finder. Maybe. Yeah. We're not joining it right now because I am out of time for this episode. We do, however, have one more I need to find. What was it called? It was in southern Thanalan. I know where it was. Let's go. Oh, I'm not attuned. Oh. Alright, we might have to do that next episode. I think we might start next episode after seeing Minfilia. Let's go do that. For which we're going to need to go inventory and use the Aetheryte ticket to head to Vesper Bay. I may need to work out where to get more of these. Alright. The other thing too, before I sell the stuff that I just changed up, where is it? It's not, oh, it might still be. Alright, so you see how we've got materia in here? We don't want to sell it with that, so I'm going to retrieve that materia. Begin. So before you sell something, you can pull your materia out of it. Hopefully. Oh yeah, there's your quick arm. So we retrieve that while we're at it. I keep forgetting to do this, and I'm just remembering that before I get, you know, kind of dismantle it, I might want to oh, we definitely want to get that out. So we retrieve the materia out of there. Of course, if you're short of space, you might not want to do this straight up. And we'll do it again. So basically all I'm doing is making sure that anything that's not equipped that I might end up selling or breaking down is has not got any materia in it. There we go. So all of that's done. And we should probably do the same with our pants because we bought new pants. So we'll just drop that up there. Alright, just check over here. Look for anything with materia in it. Put that up there, put that over there. So if it's not assigned and it's got materia, well, all we're doing is we're going to retrieve the materia out of it. I hope they don't think I'm waiting for a run. Okay, so oh no, they won't because I'm actually nowhere near a dungeon. Oh, that's good. I was feeling really guilty for a minute. Okay. I'm slowly getting used to this atrocious armor look. Oh man, it's going to keep her alive, but I don't know if the sacrifice of looking good while being kept alive is good enough. Let's go into the Waking Sands we go. It does get more, even more interesting as the story thickens, and we're going to have to just make, but I'm going to want to prep ourselves up so that we can get everything done first. Into the solar. I don't know why he feels so guilty. I mean, if once his captain knew that they were hopeless, he would have wanted his men to get out. So, welcome back, Roselore. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Here you go. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you're aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Roselore, so make it your ally. Now it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you're ready to begin. But guys, on that note, I am going to bid you adieu. We are going to check out our it's a weapon coffer and my weapons are full. We'll have to deal with that later. Alright, we'll check that out next episode. But on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And if any of this was useful, let me know. And I'll check you later. Take care out there.